Hello, Internet. See, Tekken here with my weekly comic book talk. This week I picked up Batman number 20, Batman and Robin number 20, Uncanny Avengers number 8, and Uncanny X-Force number 4. I'll be doing the two Batman issues first. I'm going to give you my thoughts on that, what happened. I'll read those first. And then I will do Uncanny Avengers and then Uncanny X-Force. So that's what's on the store this week. And then I do plan on adding screen captures back in this week. So it may not get put up on Wednesday. So whenever this is put up, it'll be for that week of what I read that week. So yeah. But that's what's in store this week. So enjoy. Alright, so I just read Batman number 20, where we continue the fight with Clayface. So it picks up with Clayface and Bruce Wayne going at it in the Batman Armory. And then, eventually Clayface just eats him and takes him to this trash incinerator thing. Spits him out, and then Lucius Fox is there too. And then, like, Clayface says something like when he spits him in there, like, yeah, he's dead unless he can hold his breath for 7 minutes or something like that. And so he spits him out, and, like, Lucius thinks he's dead, Clayface thinks he's dead. But then he's like, and then, Lucius is like, holy crap, how'd you survive? And he's like, yeah, or Batman's all like, yeah, breathing's overrated. So they're in this trash incinerator thing. And so it has like all these prototype weapons and equipment from the armory and stuff that's like been developed. And so they're looking around for like fail safes and stuff and ways to get out. And like then they find this prototype suit, and then like Bruce puts it on, just like flies through the wall of the trash incinerator thing. And it's cool. It's cool because it has like the Batman Beyond on like the chest for like the red bat, and then like and then Bruce says like, and you threw this out, why? And then Lucius says, because it'll be at least 20 years before the thing is cost effective, and there's other reasons I'll fill you in on sometime. And then it picks back up with Clayface as Bruce Wayne from the from issue 19, when he had robbed the bank, and he's got some police on his tail. He's driving on a motorcycle, they're on motorcycles, and so they're chasing him, and then he like lets off some little clay globs from his like skin or whatever, and they like trip up the police that are chasing him on motorcycles. And then he gets to this building, and he like opens the door. He says, "Wait, this isn't." Excuse me. He says, "Wait, this isn't," and then the door opens, and then it's Batman, and he says, "Oh, it's your stop." And he's wearing a different suit than he was when he broke out of the trash incinerator. And so he's fighting with Clayface, and he's basically like, "Yeah, the police are on their way, and I've informed them of your whole." Excuse me, sorry. I don't know why I'm like sneezing and coughing, but yeah. So he's talking to Clayface about basically how he's told the police about how he had masqueraded as all these people and stuff, and how they know they're privy to his plot, and the police are on the way, and like they're gonna take him down. But like before I continue, like back in like when they were in the armory, Clayface was talking to Bruce about like his whole plan was to like blackmail all these aristocrats with like money and stuff, and that the guy that he was impersonating in the last issue 19, that Wade guy, that he didn't go along with it, and that's pretty much why he died. So now he's trying to do it to Bruce Wayne by being him, and then like causing a scandal, and then blackmailing him for money. So back to the fight with Clayface and Batman in this building. So Batman tries to spray some hydrogen fluoride on him, because he's like, well, in the past this has worked. But the evolved Clayface is like, haha, this isn't working, or that trick doesn't work on me. And then this cool part happens where like he just like grabs him and like punches him through a window, and he's just dangling him over the street, and like in his hand that he's holding him, like the his arm, like parts of his arm morphs into different villains in his rogues gallery. So it has like the Joker there, Penguin, and the Riddler, and they're all like, "Good job, Two Face. You know, we thought we'd take him down, but in the end, it was you." But then Batman like sprays some. Okay, I'm thinking this is like freezing gel stuff, even though it looks kind of electricity, like in the actual like animation, but it looks like it like freezes the arm and it breaks, and like he's just like walking on it and stuff. So I'm guessing it's just like, even though it's blue and looking electrical, it is like frost stuff. So he makes some like last dash effort to like rush Clayface to like freeze him, but it doesn't work. And then like Clayface grabs him and he gets his helmet that he's wearing and he's about to rip it off, and like touch him to like find out who he is, because that's the whole thing with his new evolution, is that he can just touch you and like from that completely absorb all your essence and mimic you. And so before he can do that, he punctures the helmet because it's got like a glass face mask. But then like Gordon and some other officers are there, and they're like, freeze. And so before they do anything, before they can do anything though, like Clayface is like, all right, I'm finally gonna find out who you are. And like he reaches in and like taps him, and he's like, it's Bruce Wayne. And then so the police are there, and they're kind of like surprised. And then this whole time, Batman's been like talking with Lucius Fox through a like radio headset thing to be like, all right, how long is this going to take? You know, I'm going to try to hold him off for as long as I can. And then he finally says, "Do it now, Lucius." And there's like this whir sound, and then all of a sudden, this like this chamber of it's got like a force field or something, and it like traps the Clayface as Bruce Wayne. And Batman basically explains to him that there's no way in and no way out, and I've keyed this chamber to only I've programmed it to open for the one person that you can't become anymore because your DNA's become so corroded, and that's Basil Karlo, who you actually are. And so Clayface is in the chamber, and he's like, "Well, I still know who you are, Bruce Wayne." And then like Batman like pulls this thing off his face, and he's like, "I was wearing this fiber mask this whole time, so he didn't actually touch me. He touched Bruce Wayne, whose mask I made of this before I came, or as I took him to the hospital before I came to fight Clayface." So it's like Clayface still thinks that, or Clayface still doesn't know that was Bruce Wayne, like actually as Batman the whole time. So that's pretty interesting. And then like in issue 19, I thought that when he was in the like before the bank robbery part, I thought that he was like in the Batcave like as Batman, looking through all that archive footage, but that was actually Batman, which we'll see in a bit. So he's talking to the commissioner, and he's like, he's telling him about the mask thing and how he has to get Bruce Wayne to the hospital or whatever. And then Clayface all of a sudden is like saying stuff about Bruce Wayne. And he's like, "Yeah, the reason I did this to all these aristocrats and stuff is because they don't care about anybody. They care about themselves, and they put their work and everything before their family." And he's like, even his son Damian, and like he morphs into Damian, and he's like saying all this stuff to Batman. And then Batman gets like really angry and is like attacking the stasis chamber, but he can't get in, and then he stops. He's like, "Yeah, I won, so I don't need to. I need to keep it together here." And then they're back in the Batcave. It's Alfred and Batman, and so Alfred says something about like, is he ever going to change back into himself to get out of that stasis chamber you put him in? And Batman's like, no, there's very little of his actual DNA left after he's mimicked so many people. Um, let's see. And then, okay, then Batman says, Alfred, I'm not losing myself this time, not like I did when, with Jason. I'm just not ready to let him go yet, talking about Damien. And so, uh, Alfred was going to, like, make dinner, but then he's like, may I watch with you, sir? And so it has, like, this cool part where they're just sitting there looking at the Bat archive footage that it showed in the last issue, and they're just, like, sitting there in the Batcave. But then it's, like, really sad because, like, they both have, like, these visors on, and, like, it has, like, this close-up of Batman or Bruce or whatever, and like the memory that they're watching is like of Damien, and then like it's like a part where like he calls him father, and then and then he says Robin, and he's like, I'm sorry, I meant Batman, I meant Batman. So yeah, and it has like this panel where like Batman's like crying through the visor. It's really sad. But yeah, that was that story. All right, this is Tekken here, and I'm in Sony Vegas. I just finished editing this uh, impressions slash review slash whatever of Batman. So I was gonna do like the rest of my issues I read this week, but I don't know. I'm thinking this might be the last video I do of these, just because like the time it takes to make them is just it's cutting into my gaming time, and I already have like very little gaming time at the moment. So this is basically just like a like if you are a fan of these videos I'm making of like these comic reviews or impressions or what have you, and like with the whole uh, screen captures added in, leave a comment, and if it gets like a decent amount of people saying to keep do them, I will keep doing them. But unless that happens, I'm just gonna stop. I was gonna keep doing them and like just have the like the issue number of like the cover and like just do that, but I don't really feel that's a good like a good like series to have on my channel when it's just like the splash image of the cover and then talking about the issue, because I'd rather do it where I'm doing like the screen captures to get like what actually happened in the story, as opposed to just like having, okay, here's this cover and then talking about it. It's not really like, as a video, it's not really that good. So this is probably gonna be the last one, and I did record the other one, so I might put those up too if if it doesn't get a lot of response. I'll just be like edit those all together and like go ahead and upload them and be like, yeah, this is the last one. So I guess this would be the not last one, but like the one before. Well, if I decide to upload the other ones, because I kind of don't want to like leave the rest of the ones I was gonna do hanging. But yeah, looks like I'm gonna not be doing these anymore. I mean, I do have a podcast that I'm currently on that I do talk about comics on a weekly basis, so you can like still listen to like what I read and like what I thought on them, and that's like it. Like it's more of an audio, friendly format as opposed to like video. So, but I'll put a link to that in the description. It's Big Bang Podcast. So yeah. But yeah, if you enjoyed these, I'm sorry, but there's way more channels on the internet, or not on the internet. I'm sorry. There's way more channels on YouTube that like have people doing this that like do way better job than I do. So I'll just put like a bunch of links in the bottom, because like after I started doing this, I was like looking at other channels that do this, but there's like ones that do like their videos are like way better than mine. So it's like I don't even need to bother with mine, because there's other people that do them like on it. And like just like me, they're on a consistent basis, but it's like their quality of theirs is just like blowing mine away. So it's like I don't even want to bother if I'm not even gonna be that good compared to everybody else that's out there. But yeah, I guess this is the last one or next to last one. So I hope you enjoyed it, and it was a fun ride. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, and put a comment if you like want me to keep doing them. And if I get enough, I'll be like, oh, I guess there's enough. What's that word? There's a word for that. The demand is high enough to where I will keep producing them, but that's probably not the case anyway, and I'd like to get back to gaming videos, so yeah. So yeah, until you hear or see from me again, this is Or yeah, I'm now signing off. And there's probably like only one more comic video I will make after this if I add all the audio and put up a new video and upload it. But we'll see. So yeah, that's it for this video. And thanks for watching. Laters. Or until you hear or see from me again, I'm signing off now.